2 wins in a row, enough to keep Ten Hag happy?
Happy that we won. Enough to keep Ten Hag? Who knows, because none of us know what's going on behind the scenes. But it's a step forward. We've got a cup final now, and you want to go in winning at the end of the day.
Are we seeing that cup final team on that pitch there today with what Ten Hag did with the substitutions? Do you feel like he was sort of damaged limitations within the game, got a little bit lucky, but we now see what's going to happen on Saturday?
Yeah, I think like the Martinez coming off after 60, whether or not Varane or Evans starts with him, but I think it's just getting them back fit and ready to go. Casemiro, I don't think he's really done much wrong since we all pulled him up on the Palace game was the worst case scenario, and then he's taken the criticism on board and stepped his game up.
Well, that's it. But if Casemiro back in midfield with Martinez and possibly Varane in front of him, any sort of confidence building back up with you, Mark, in terms of what we can do against Manchester City, or is it just one of them games we just got to get really lucky?
Everyone's got to get lucky against City. One thing is he's changing tactics. I think this overloading midfield with obviously not playing Rasmus for some reason. I don't think he's fit. But Bruno, McTominay, Garnacho, what was it, 7 midfielders on the pitch or something like that? It's plus their warm-up, they're playing like a box defence, which is what Man City do. So it looks like he's changing tactics for the final. And if you're going to play a different way, you've got to practice before.
Well, that's it. Is that what he's needed to do though earlier on in the season, Matt? Because we've been shouting out for this. Is it too little, too late? Is the question I'm asking right now.
Yeah, he'll blame injuries. He'll blame lack of players. Maybe they're not good at learning. We've heard that from other managers. They don't want to listen. They don't want to do as they're told. But yeah, he definitely should have been changing maybe formation earlier on. Maybe a 3-5-1 or even, as everyone keeps saying, 4-4-2. Today was 4-4-2 from what I saw out there. It was Bruno and McTominay up front on their own.
With 2 strikers on the bench, is that what's concerning with him? Like, what is his plan with that? I don't understand it. We talked about the Newcastle game. They played open. You cannot play the way we played against Newcastle. That's not sustainable. So why have we got 3 centre-backs on the bench and 1 centre midfielder playing at that position, 2 centre forwards on the bench, and a centre midfielder playing in that position? Is it just a case of resting players up? Like, what is it? What's he doing?
It's got to be resting players up. If it's not, then he doesn't want the job. You know, it's got to be that simple. That's like almost saying, "Go on, kids, you can go out there, you can play." Which he's not even doing that. He's not even. You know, he could have put Amos on for the last game. He could have left back. You know, there's other players we could have rested probably that do need a break, like Dalot and
Garnacho even. Someone might have thought, we talked before the game that maybe Rashford on for Garnacho might have been a good shout because he looked tired in parts today, but played the full 90 again. He's not for changing Garnacho, is he?
I think Garnacho is, well, he wants to be a mini Ronaldo, doesn't he? But if he comes off, he cops a strop, but that's his age. But yeah, sometimes you've got to protect the players from themselves. Which we say about Rashford. Why aren't we saying about the youngsters? Why are we taking Maine, who's playing 70% of every game, Garnacho 90% of every game? But these youngsters need break from the team. Sometimes you have to put your foot down and just go, we'll lose this one. These kids need a rest.
Yeah. For the greater good, basically, is what you're saying going forward. But on Ten Hag, that season done and dusted. 8th in the league, Mark. Not good enough. Yes, it wasn't the worst season. We managed to scrape over the line points-wise. Yeah. We got that, but still 8th. Can a win against City do anything for him, or is it night-night?
I don't know if it is night-night. If we get Thomas Tuchel, then maybe anyone else, unless Luis Enrique is my favourite, then I'd keep him. He's done wrong this season by being stubborn, but he's got to have learned from that. And if he hasn't, then he'll be gone before pre-season. But the one thing I will say, and most fans need to realise this, if you don't sack him 2 weeks ago, by the time you've got a manager in, the players are already on European Championships, then they come back mid-July, we're in America, you're not learning anything. You can't learn a new structure on like 3 weeks of pre-season, and as you know, that pre-season over in America is a waste
of time, mate. For football, anyway.
3 days. And travelling is, 3-4 hour flights or coach drives. Yeah, it's just not the way to do a pre-season. So it's got to go, now.
Mark, absolute pleasure, mate. Cheers for coming on.
Thank you.